Welcome to another episode of the Guido. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Guido Goes Off. Thanks again for watching, and I got a lot of stuff to get to today. So, without further ado. For anyone wondering about the U-Hauls around TNA, no, they're not out of business yet. Impact Wrestling will be moving to Thursday nights, starting July 21st. Clearly, this is in response to the fact that WWE will start airing live SmackDowns on the 19th, which is also the start of the brand extension. It's a good move. It's a business move. Clearly, because TNA can really now in no way compete with WWE. Given whether or not they're even going to have tapings. I mean, it's been scheduled, but it's still up in the air because they owe everybody, right? Like everybody. They owe me like $5. It's only because Josh Matthews keeps stealing my jokes. The lame ones that he digs out of my trash. But still, good move for TNA to do this. It kind of ensures their survival. And clearly people are starting to watch it. The final deletion, last week's episode, got really good numbers. And can prove that when they really want to, they can put on good shows. So, let's all switch around our DVRs now. No, I don't want to record Dining on Asphalt! Wait. Damn it. And while some things are changing in the wrestling landscape, some things are staying the same. In a recent interview, Chris Jericho has confessed he's not going anywhere. It was speculated that Jericho had finished his run in WWE as it stands now. It was supposed to be after Extreme Rules, after that Ambrose Asylum match. But apparently, Jericho in a recent interview stated he's not going anywhere. He said that he's going to stay performing in WWE at least through to the end of 2016. So we get to spend the rest of the year drinking in the gift of Jericho. And while I go find the receipt for that, honestly, Jericho's a great talent. He is easily one of the greatest talents of our era, if not all time. To see him work with some of these guys that are coming up is, it's going to do nothing but help. Having that kind of a talent. I mean, usually I am against the older talent sticking around. But in the case of Jericho, it's not a hindrance because, one, he can still go, and two, he has no qualms about helping the new talent or getting people over. He knows if they look good, he looks good. I also heard something addressed about John Cena possibly wrestling part-time. And once again, another good move if that goes through. Especially considering everybody wants to beat him up now. Everybody. And back to more brand extension news. Apparently, it's rumored WWE is going after more previously employed talent. It was talked about on the one, that Carlito, Stevie Richards, and MVP had been offered possibilities to return by WWE. Stevie Richards actually working as a guest trainer down at the Performance Center. Well, you can add a few more names to that list. That being Kurt Hawkins, Volador Jr., Rush, and my favorite dick joke, Asian cowboy, Jimmy Wang Yang. In fact, Jimmy Wang Yang was at Raw. When asked, they said he was waiting for his meeting. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, this kind of really coincides with my hang-up about older talent. But these are Volador Jr. and Rush, well known for CMLL. Jimmy Wang Yang. Yeah, he was. I know he was kind of a joke guy. It's kind of a joke guy. Along par with Naked Midian and Saturn wearing a skirt. Oh, Big Vito wearing a dress. Can't forget about Big Vito wearing a dress. As much as we try. But still, with the brand extension, right now, I talked about, I added it up, I wrote down everybody they currently have. And that includes Brock Lesnar. It's still only about, around 40 active talents, and that's both male and female. This isn't including referees and GMs and announce teams. So you are going to need that. As much as I hate to say it, you can't keep stealing from NXT. So this is probably to offset stealing too much from NXT, because they were talking about pulling up 10 to 12 talents. 10 to 12 talents, that's half of NXT's roster. So doing this, it's a good idea. But once again, what I've noticed is it's all male talent. I don't know if they're going to pull up some female talents, maybe hire some female talents. We did have Billie Kay do a job to Dana Brooke recently on SmackDown. I like Billie Kay. I've followed her career for quite some time. She's a great talent. She's where she belongs. In the top. Exactly. Yeah, I want them to hire Evie too. Anyway. But like I'm saying, this is necessary. I'm not saying necessary evil. These are guys that deserve to make a living just like you and me and everyone else. But it's necessary to help kind of fill out that those voids that you're going to have when splitting into two rosters. So, wait, hold on. I got to check with my producers here. I can still use Jimmy Wang Yang as a dick joke, right? Right? A reference to male genitalia. It's still funny, right? She's busy watching squirrels. Clearly, direct supervision is in order for this next part. I don't blame the producers for this. So, Marvel Comics recently announced that the mantle of Iron Man will be now bestowed upon a woman of color. I believe every group needs role models. Period. End of discussion. You're hooked onto me. And while I am all for racial and gender equality, if a woman is in the Iron Man suit, it is not Iron Man. Why not call her Iron Woman? Maybe even Iron Girl, although. Or how about Iron Lady? Wait, hold on. If we call her Iron Lady, we'd have to make the suit look like Margaret Thatcher, right? Right? More as this develops. Well, that's all for this episode of The Guido Goes Off. If you're new to the show and like what you see, don't be afraid to like, okay, or comment below. And while you're here, subscribe. One of those two. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to follow me on most social media. And by most social media, I mean Twitter and Instagram. At r_man_Guido. For those of you who are following me, you knew what this episode was going to have. I'm going to try and start doing that. So if you want to add comments before I go taping, go ahead. I like talking with you guys. You guys are awesome. And girls. And there's ladies that follow. Until next time, I am the Guido, and I think we're done here.